Greetings, fellow technocrats. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector, Ashes of the Domain. Episode 29, A Mutual Agreement. So maybe what I'll try to do is gank them out here in transit between systems. It's a little harder to do because they're harder to spot, but going in sector has been a real problem. I also need to resupply. I was hoping to knock out some of their fleets and to get supplies off of raiding, but that hasn't been the case either. Going dark would definitely be too slow. Yeah. There's not going to be a point to trying to go dark for this, I don't think. The corporate traders aren't slow, so in order to catch them, you have to be moving faster than them. Hence the penalties of going dark. It is weird to be buying Tritac supplies, given the commerce rating, but, you know, whatever. I didn't see any trade fleets here, so I might as well just bounce out. Back Red Runner, and Zero Day, thank you for the resubs. Cheers. Almost 3 years, I know, it's time, man, it flies. Come on, commerce fleets. Where are you? There's other ways to do it. You can disrupt their planets, but that causes a lot more harm to their faction, which I'm not willing to commit to, because I'm pretty sure I can win this crisis without having to, like, raid their planets. I don't want to raid their planets. I want a trade partner. I don't want to cripple them. So this is a fleet trying to protect their trade fleets, which is tiny compared to me. So I'm not all that scared of them, but it has definitely been a little challenging to try to find their trade fleets. The other thing I could do is to pare down my current fleet to make it a lot smaller and run more efficiently. That would be able to gank their trade fleets, and my running costs would go down. So if I don't get more progress soon, that's probably the tactic I'll take. Needs out and Quantum, thank you for the cheers. Quite a lot of cheers, and the hype train too. What are you? Corporate trader. There we go. That's what we want. Pursue. Second in command. And I'll just continue to throw the people that aren't max level yet at it. Alright, several bounty hunters have been recently hired to eliminate me. As a result of the damage I've done to them. That second re-raid was not worth it. Oh well. So we are up to 168 out of 300. And maybe what I'll do is I'll drop into Sindrian and resupply. Because my giant fleet chews through supplies. But I chose to just, like, throw my economy. Oh, I don't want... No. I don't want to do this quest. Whatever. I accidentally started the usurpers. It's a quest chain I had no interest in doing right now, but kind of got roped into it. Wish you could avoid that stuff. I'll leave that for later. All right, this should be enough to tide me over for a good long while. 3K supplies. Topped up my fuel just about. Yeah, I'll just top up my fuel. Got plenty of money, so it's not a big deal. Another major event at Nabla. Is this safety protocols? Yes. So stay safe, it's fine. So I'm going to hang out around Myasura and Hybrasil, where most of their worlds are, lurking, waiting for trade fleets to gank. Whoa, Red Fox! My lord, thank you for the bits as well. Cheers. You guys are awesome. Now, if only my luck with you guys can convert to finding enemy fleets to blow up. That would... Oh, found one! Stupid storms! Stop it! Freaking throwing me in the wrong direction. So you're delivering to Mazalot. Got it. Oh my god. Frickin' storms! This is awful. I'm getting bounced... Oh, there you are. Pursue. Second to command. 1, 2, 3. There we go. That would only count for a 10. It's not awesome, but it's better than nothing. And the crew hasn't leveled up from it yet. From all the rating. With some of the money I have... No, I want to hold on to a little bit of money for the... So I'm not going to do the Star Fortress just yet. What about research? I haven't checked that out in a while. We do have the ability to get the terminus structure. The Skunk Works would require more databanks, and also it would require me to have an alpha core within the research storages. I think I'm going to decide to do the interstellar logistics, so I can get the terminus, which should help out a lot. So this is Myasura. Their planet's there. I don't see anything coming out of it. It's too bad you can't, like, pay the black market. Oh, here we go. Corporate trader from their capital leaving in 16 days. So that's the kind of information we want. So I can mark that as important. Keep an eye on that. They should be departing from this gravity well right here. So I can sit here and basically camp them. But instead of doing that, I'm just going to continue patrolling their... Oh, no, that's an insurance thing. Continue patrolling around where their planetary systems are. And he is heading towards... what world? They're going west. Okay. Oh, here's another one. So, from Kulan to Voltorn. Okay. I definitely need to go back and camp them then. So I'll sit here, waiting for them big trade fleets to depart. Do I have a starter guide for this? I have a lot of videos on YouTube that can serve as a starter guide. Yeah. Oh, here's my Merc convoy. Getting jumped by someone? Excuse me? You best not mess with my Merc convoy. So they depart in 3 and 6 days. I think it's worth waiting. It's pretty challenging to try to find targets. Raveno just leveled up, or grew. So, Raveno was where I was considering doing another heavy production. So I'm going to do just that. Woo, actually, if we do end up adding fuel production, getting fuel production industry set up at Raveno would make the most sense. And Raveno has no atmosphere, which is important for the synchrotron core. The synchrotron core produces 3 more fuel if installed in the fuel production, and the requirements is a planet with no atmosphere. So I think what I'm going to do in this case is leave Raveno alone, leave it an open slot, because if we end up doing fuel production, I'm going to want to add it to Raveno. Because I do own a sync core. Alright, one more day until they depart. Oh, here's another one. Oh no, it's recently launched. So where is it? Should be coming out of this grav well. You're killing me with the anticipation. And the other one just got departed too. I totally don't see them though. Making their way to a jump point, maybe? Maybe the assurance fleet knows I'm like camping them and is refusing to leave. I'm a little tempted to dip into the system and see if I can't spot them inside. Because they're both recently launched. Oh, there's one. Gate! Alright, 36 points there. So we are at a total of 214 out of 300. And that was the food. That was the one to Sudney. So the one to Voltorn is coming soon. You'd hate to be the guy staring down 3 Paragons. I'm surprised there isn't like a I just give up. Alright, they want to fight this one for whatever reason, so let's just disco ball of death them. I like it. I don't know why they're putting up a fight. The numbers didn't make sense given the ships they brought to the fight. But hey, if we could blow up some more... This looks like a high value one too. There was a lot of trade ships in this fleet. A lot of atlases and the like. We're the 4 Donuts of Doom. You have the 3 Musketeers, which makes for really nice Halloween chocolate, but we're the 4 Donuts of Doom. Horsemen of the technological apocalypse. And they think their little Auroras are going to somehow protect them. That's cute. That's quaint as hell. There's the auto pulse dump. And then my tri-tac lasers, or tac lance lasers. So they have another Aurora over here. It's an, this fleet is very S-modded, by the way. Like, the Aurora I blew up, I think had 1 S-mod. That Harbinger, that is close to the other Paragon, has 2 S-mods. So this is a highly modded up fleet, meaning recovering these ships might be worth it, because I could get S-modded ships for free without having to spend the points, which could be cool. So I'll consider that once we win. Not when, or not if, but when. And this is the Harbinger that I had the option to black market the blueprints for. Alright, they are defeated. I'm going to claim victory and then pursue. Oh, they want to fight me again. So now I'm chasing down their Revenants and Atlases in Buffalo. So in that case, I should have fast movers because they're trying to run away. So I'm not doing paragons, I'm doing omens and auroras so they can't outrun me. Using an old meat sack in my skull case in order to inflict maximum casualties to the trade fleet. Watch it, Omen. Because, yeah, these auroras are stupid fast. Go forth. Kill the trade fleet. No, they did manage to retreat. All right, claim victory. Pursue. Second command. 1, 2, 3. Oh boy! Not only did we blow up their trade fleet, we got a lot of their stuff. Yep, 60 points. That hurts. So we probably only need one more fleet. So was this indeed the one? Yes, this was the colon. All right, cool. This was indeed the one that was a high value. I think what I'm going to go is black market some of this stuff. And then go back on the raiding path. The autopulse lasers do scale flux faster than the tac lances. The reason why I'm using tac lances is during a big fight, the tac lances are really good at sniping out cruisers and removing cruisers from the enemy's fleet. So that's why I have both in my fleet. To serve two different purposes. Well, that's some money. $500,000 from... I didn't buy any of that stuff. That was all just commerce rated. Well, in that case... Nabla, how about a Star Fort... Well... Dolio is already... Okay, Nabla, how about a Star Fortress for you? Well, there's a lot of broken stuff here. Scav fleet. So I probably only need one more target. Unless it's a small fry in order to resolve this crisis. Oh, oops, I'm wrong place. Pirate activity just happened at Hypersil, so that's going to make their lives even harder. Because not only am I raiding them, but now pirates are also raiding them. Probably taking advantage of the lack of stability that I've caused. I don't know what that contact was. It got by me too quick. Hypothetically, you can raid non-Tritac forces that are en route to Tritac worlds. So if I found like a smuggler heading to a Tritac world and blew up that smuggler, that is also commerce raiding that can work in my favor. But my enemy really is Tritac at the moment. So I don't want to raid independents. My relationship with the independents are fantastic. It's 99 out of 100, so I'd prefer not to ruin it. So I'm exclusively choosing to go after Tritac targets. So this is Corporate Trader. It's not worth much. But whatever. Raid is raid. Two points. Interstellar logistics just got researched, so the planets that I want to grow the most would be Tarmarin. So Tarmarin's way station is going to upgrade to Terminus. And then also Raveno, which doesn't even have a way station, so let's add one. This fleet is not even worth like a point, so there's no point in attacking it. My relationship with Tritac is still welcoming, because I've been pretty careful about not ruining my relationship as I've been commerce raiding. And yes, this is the Hybersil raid party here. What are you doing? Are you an attack fleet? Yeah, I think you're an attack fleet. So my fleet's big enough that all these pirate raiders are just like running from me. Once these pirates go into the system, I might be able to drop into the system as well, because the local sector police, which kept intercepting me, are going to be really busy with these pirates. So I might be able to actually dip into Hybersil and commerce raid. Oh, here's a bounty hunter. Okay. Com request. They want to kill me. Cool. I've been waiting for you. Aurora, Omen, me. So the bounty hunter... Oh, I forgot to look at ship recovery for that S-modded fleet. That's my bad. But this bounty hunter also has a bunch of S-mods. So there might be a way to get some nice ships out of this fight too. It's a pretty big bounty hunter, but I'm down. So the Omen captured that point. And, okay, there we go. Let's do this fleet. So everybody, come defend this point. So this is a, what is it, like a Harbinger fleet, I think? Yeah, it's like an S-modded Harbinger fleet. And a Flictor fleet. It's a phase bounty hunter. No problem. Timed that well. Got just outside of laser distance before the flux. They also have some Dooms. Dooms are very specialized ships that are dangerous if left to their own devices. If you don't have point defense, they can ruin you because they drop mines all over the place. So I think my best shot, honestly, is to go full assault, full pressure on them. Because here, yeah, here's you can see they're like Doom stack. Fortunately, the Dooms, once they do drop their phase, they have relatively weak. They have almost no defenses, which is true of like almost all phase ships. So if you can catch them off guard, you can cook them quick. So there's the front of that Doom just got melted. And I think my ships are beating up the their phase annoyance pretty decently. There we go, caught that one. Almost. So they've been taking out my monitors, not a big deal. Yeah, we're doing just fine. Dooms can be scary if you don't carefully negate their like minefields, especially if you have bad point defense. But my ships are pretty decently set up for point defense. So you can see they're kind of like gank tactics. This Doom ganked the monitor very well, but it's going to cost him everything. And there we go. Claim victory. I will pursue, second in command, and ship recovery. So recovering my ships. Demods. 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 They didn't keep any of their S mods. Okay, that's fine. I am going to need fuel pretty soon. So there goes their bounty hunter sent out to mess with me. We are still 24 points away from winning, and I need a refuel, so I'm going to go head to Syndria before continuing to patrol. Oh, that's mine. Same color as Tritech means every now and then when I find a trade fleet, it looks like I'm like, oh yeah, I found one to raid. It's like, ah, that's mine. I have occasionally found... Ooh, my transponder wasn't on. I occasionally have found ships that keep their S mods. It doesn't happen all the time, but when it happens, it's really nice. Ooh, do I want to pay that much? Yep. Whatever. It's fine. Big pricey bill there. And as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to deal with the Pathers that have been harassing my planets. No, you are not the right fleet. I might drop into the system and see if I can't see anything inside. Keeping my transponder off. So if your security flotilla... Yeah, okay. This is not going to be useful. Let's get away from them and back out. I didn't see anything resembling trade fleets around those planets. Now that we're moving at top speed, they won't be able to catch me unless they interdict pulse me, which would just be a failure of piloting on my part. Let's trans jump out. Flotilla is a pretty weird word. Yeah, it is a pretty weird word. Let's try to drop in on them on other sectors. There hasn't been anything on the radio about, like, flotilla or convoy mercantile coming up. At this point, like, if I can intercept anything heading to a Tritech world, I might not even care if it's a Tritech specifically, just so that I can end this crisis. This is taking a while. You are heading to an independent world. So Tibucina's here. You're heading to an independent world. So now I'm checking the destination of these mercantile fleets to see where their destinations are, because if it's a Tritech destination, I'll raid it. This needs to end, so I don't have to keep patrolling. Because there's definitely costs involved of me keeping my fleet out here doing nothing but looking around for raid targets. There we go, corporate trader from their capital to Quaddle. So if I have to wait 14 days, that's a guaranteed raid right there. And they'll be popping out of this gravity well right here in 11 days. What does SMOD and DMOD mean? SMOD means you've set up the ship to be stronger than default. So in the case of my capital ship, I have augmented field drives to make it burn and move faster, and stabilized shields to reduce the soft flux raised by shields. And that's built into the ship rather than added to the ship. So it doesn't count against my, like, total capacity. Basically tuning it up beyond its default performance. Like pimp my ride. And then DMODs is the opposite, where it is a, here we go. Where it's damage to the ship that reduces its total performance. And then sometimes there's a reason to purposely have demodded ships, because there are skill points that make demodded ships cheaper to run. So there are some builds where you have an entire fleet of demodded ships that run better as a result of their demods. So just because it has demods doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. There are tactics to use demods for your advantage. All right, we are at 92.9. Oh god. All right, let's just kill this thing. Give us 2 points, please. There we go. You've convinced TriTac to stop attacking your interests. Okay. Current priority is find a mutual trade agreement with TriTac. And after all of that commerce rating, I'm still favorable with them. So it ruined my relationship considerably, but it's not negative, which is the important bit. Because if it was negative, then it would be problematic to try to... It would hurt my own colony's trade, because it'd be one fewer trade partner. So before I try to find a mutual agreement with TriTac, I want to ditch my fleet, because I have so many ships that I do not need for this. And then after I finish with the with a mutual trade agreement with TriTac, you guys can vote on what I work on with the remaining time I have. So if you want me to continue trying to colonize a fifth planet, you can vote on that. If you want me to do something else, that's cool too. Oh, look at that. That's just an alliance detachment. Ouch! That's gonna hurt. If anyone raids me, that's gonna hurt. Didn't mean to put the tugs away. So this is my, like, standard fleet. And I'll keep my lower level captains. You know, maybe I'll take one more Aurora. So all 3 lower level captains are in an Aurora, so that during the fights they can level up. I think that's smart. So 3 Auroras and a Paragon. You want me to check monopoly information? I will check that in just a moment. So to check monopoly information, if you mouse over like ore, for instance, and hit F1 for the legend, or rather, click to view market totals. My Breakfire Alliance controls 36% of the global ore share, 24% of metals, 40% of transmutonics, 24% of supplies, 24% of heavy machinery, 33% of organs, 24% of armaments, 89% of the purified transmutonics, 18% of crew, 100% of the electronic components. Yeah, baby! Monopoly. 11% of marines, 24% of ship hulls, 21 of transmutonic ore, 23 of organs, 42 of organics. That's actually a lot more than I thought it would be. That's very strong. Holy hell. 30% of food. I don't make volatiles. I don't make fuel. 13% of domestic goods, 29 of lux goods, and 46 of refined metal. Can you produce marines? Yeah, of course you can. Marines are like ground defenses and high commands. You know, because you train soldiers to defend your planets, it produces Marines. So here you go, Marines. It looks like you guys want me to continue looking to colonize a 5th planet. Got it. To that end, I should take more heavy machinery from here. Oops, that's not heavy machinery. More heavy machinery here for the surveying. And I'll continue on the path once I contact my contact. So what I want to do now, before I pick up this goal, is to go to Kulan. And to come to an agreement with Tritech. And then I'll continue looking for gas giants to colonize. I should have probably picked up the synchrotron, well, whatever, I'll do that later. Oh, it's so nice to be in a smaller fleet that actually moves. Giant fleets are awesome, but they are not nimble. Alright. Open comms. Talk to my contact. Perhaps we can work together to solve my ongoing problems with Tritech. You explain your perspective on the situation, and Tritech agents nods along, nothing seeming to come as a surprise. I see you, I hear you, and I believe that together? T-G-O-E. Okay. We can solve this misunderstanding, she says. Voice warmed by client relation protocol training. She shifts to an apologetic look. Of course, I wouldn't want you to think that I was behind any of this. Tritech is a big believer in healthy internal competition, and some executives become over-enthusiastic. She shakes her head, terribly misjudged and disrespectful of the business relationship you and I have built together. So we reviewed the proposal. And the proposal is that we have increased accessibility for colony trades based upon market size and proportionality with Tritech. Confirm the deal. So, Breakfire Alliance colonies receive 24% accessibility boosts, and Tritech receives 22% accessibility boosts. So if we take a look at, like, Tarmarin, for instance, strategic partnership with Tritachion gives a massive accessibility boost, which is good for trade and good for population growth. So yeah, mission accomplished. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Ashes of the Domain, which originally streamed live on Twitch February 21st. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you at next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow captains.